That would be Mr. Benny Harris and Mr. Moyer Gallimore.
Okay.
I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yes. So moved.
Second.
Take your choice.
Sorry. Going on that.
Okay, so for the approval of the Floyd County Uniform Statewide Building Code Local Board of Appeals of Mr. Moyer Gallimore and Mr. Benny Harris to continue with, or for their 4-year terms each. Ms. Cookenbook,
Yes.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Yoder,
Yes.
Mr. Booth,
Yes.
and Mr. Turman.
Yes.
Okay, so approved.
Right, now we'll go down to the minutes.
I think we're gonna do the legacy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Chairman? Oh, sorry, that's what I was going to ask about.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about the legacy lease.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I skipped that one, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
If you're ready,
Go
I'll
ahead.
make a motion, we approve the lease with Legacy and authorize appropriate officials to sign all documentation.
Second. Motion is second. Call the roll.
Okay, so motion to approve the legacy lease with appropriate officials to sign for completion. Mr. Booth,
Yes.
Mr. Yoder,
Yes.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Ms. Cookenbook.
Yes.
And Mr. Turman.
Yes.
Tough, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I agree with her, but.
I know.
Could I share one thing before we move on, if I might? Thank you all very, very much for approving both of those. I also just wanted to publicly share about the $1.3 million telecommunications grant that was awarded to Floyd County yesterday, which will allow citizens to expand to the last 3% of roads in the county so that fiber will be around the entire county. It also includes connecting some people with very long driveways that are eligible. So it'll be over 700 households will benefit from this grant. So thank you all for putting in the $100,000 ARPA funds match and for supporting that application.
Yeah. I just have to say, Citizens Telephone Cooperative has gone above and beyond. We are a leader in the state of Virginia, and really, it's just amazing how much they've done.
A lot of other communities and regions had to ask for tens of millions of dollars, and so this to try to get to where Citizens already has us. Personally, I just wanted to thank Mr. Yoder and Mr. Coleman for your service to our community. It's been an honor to work with you, and you know, you're both such principled people and kind, and you really have the best interest of the community at heart. So it's been an honor to work with you. So thank you all very much.
Thank you very much.
I just want to add to that on Citizens. In talking with people at Vago, they're just in awe that we have a local telephone co-op that is as far along as they are. And I don't know, sometime or other, maybe this board should do an appreciation to them or something, just
Resolution on it.
Yeah.
maybe a
Maybe
resolution, just
when they get.
The whole
when
county
they get the
done.
whole thing done, we know them for
Yeah, I
doing
think that's a great
resolutions, so, let's do one congratulating somebody on their
Yeah.
job well done.
You're right, it is unusual. There's more suburban type counties. I remember at Baker last year, or maybe it was the year before the pandemic, but there was a year that we were in a committee meeting, and there was a community within 50 miles of downtown Richmond
Right.
that were trying to figure out how to start to get broadband in. And could not believe that we were well on the way at the time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Within 50 miles of Richmond.
And they're still working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt. I just thought we should recognize citizens.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, move down to county administrator's report.
The first on there you've seen, your packet is, at the top it says abstract of votes. This is just for your acceptance of the abstract. This is done every election annual. for you to review. It's governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, member house, and so on.
I don't know about this District C one.
Well, I was gonna request we do it in two separate ones.
Okay,
Okay. Oh, yeah, you do it.
Do the whole block except District C, and then do it separately.
I move approval of all of them except the Board of Supervisors District C.
Second.
Motion second, Woody.
Okay, so this is approval for all abstracts except for District C. Mr. Yoder,
Yes.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Ms. Cookenbook,
yes,
Mr. Booth,
Yes.
and Mr. Terman.
Yes.
you gonna do it?
No, I was gonna make a motion to reject.
Hey,
One second.
then the rest of them can be hunting for a third. And I don't know if it need to, I just felt like that's a proper way to do it.
I'll make a motion that we, if it's the chairman so approves, to approve the abstract of the Board of Supervisors, election District C.
Second.
Motion second, Woody, Colorado.
Okay, so this is a motion for approval for Board of Supervisors only for District C. Ms. Cookenbook,
Yes,
Mr. Yoder,
Yes.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Booth,
I'm gonna abstain
and Mr. Turner.
and just put a statement since it involved me in the district out of the end or something to that effect.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry,
That's okay.
I was looking at,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't want to assume.
Could've thrown one no in there just to make everybody turn their head.
I can second it, but I was scared I'd start a trend.
I
They
know.
did the whole block, yes. Yeah, the first vote included the school board.
Okay.
Yeah.
And town council
Board
members.
Supervisors.
The next two line items, I think that for B and C, I'm going to defer. I think that Linda would be better represented to explain and/or extract and have her here to discuss those things. That's okay?
That's fine.
Okay. The next one is the Floyd County Infectious Disease Plan. If you look, there's a sheet of paper that has some red line on it. And this is directly related to the last conversation we had here with input from the board, especially with regards to the 6 feet, and also with that verbiage with health district approval. So I just made a copy of that because that was the only in question. It does start close contact, means contact that is indoors, unmasked, and within 6 feet, and then you read. So the crossouts will come out and then the clear red would go in.
Do we need to re-adopt this wording, or?
We need to approve it. This was the one when we went to approve it in its entirety. This was the only section that was a conversation and question of how it should be worded. So this would be to approve this so we can prove it in its entirety.
So we need to approve it as amended.
Correct.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion second.
What we were talking about, I think that.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the approval of the infectious disease COVID-19 preparedness and response plan with the proposed December 21 amended correction, Mr. Yoder,
Yes.
Ms. Cookenbook,
Yes,
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Booth,
Yes,
and Mr. Terman.
Yes.
It's not on here, but Linda had in her packet, this was just kind of to update you that the lease is up for drug court. The drug court lease is up, and that it is due for the 1st of the month. So if you want, I think it was more of just to let you know that the renewal lease was,
So they're going up on us,
yes,
$50 a year.
correct.
Okay.
I'm not in that, but I'm just getting things sorted out.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to escape.
I got another meeting at 4:00.
Oh, okay. I'll get you out there.
Since this was renewed at the first of next month, is that right?
Yeah.
Then, do we need to approve and authorize?
Prior, yes.
Y'all have any problem if we go ahead and do it?
$50 a year, I mean,
I know.
everybody has
Plus
some
inflation.
back.
There is.
We'll just cut it out of certain corners, but
You ready, I make a motion that we approve the lease and, authorize any signatures.
I'm ready.
So moved.
Who's second?
second,
Approval of the county lease for drug court with the $50 increase annually. Mr. Yoder?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
yes.
Ms. Kokenbook?
Yes,
Mr. Coleman?
Yes.
And Mr. Sherman?
Yes.
Okay. And that will go into effect the first of the year.
right.
I believe that's,
Move down to board time. I would like to say that, you know, I told Jerry, and I even told the sheriff one time, that, you know, when you have a chair and a co-chair, or you got a sheriff and a chief deputy, that each one of them needs to talk, each one of them needs to know what the other one knows, and that's when something happens, they can slide into that position. And I gotta hand it to Kim no longer, than she's been here, and she's worked with, Dr. Millsap. You did a great job, and I know you was nervous, because, you know,
Oh,
I
yes.
could tell. You know, I think you did an excellent job, and, we appreciate
appreciate that. Thank you for being Jen.
Good job.
Good job.
Thank you.
So I take a motion to recess till December
Could I say-
16th,
could I-
3 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry.
I've been thinking about this, and I wanted to ask you all, I have completed my paperwork to be on the, I can't think of the name of it now, Selective Service Board. Do y'all want me to continue that, or did you want me to step aside from that? I think that y'all need to, because the situation has changed, I wanted to bring that up.
You know, you may never get called for it, so, you know.
I just wanted, I'm happy to serve, I just wanted to ask before, because I'm not gonna be on board, I didn't know if y'all wanted me on.
My part is if you're willing to continue on that, I
Yep.
didn't necessarily put you on there just because you were a board member.
Sure.
Right.
I just wanted to clarify that, because I know I'll be giving up a lot of other spots because of resignation, but I wasn't interested in that.
Not me.
If I can take maybe this time, I know I will be back,
Okay.
we'll be back
I'll
on
walk
Thursday, but I would like to just take the time to, thank each one of y'all for, bearing with me, Joe for 10 years and some of y'all for less, but I know that at times, probably wasn't the easiest board member to deal with,
Yeah.
and I had ideas that maybe wasn't the majority. I voted against budgets that were approved, I know at least twice. But I really care about the county and the district in particular, and that's really the reason that I'm leaving, is because I don't feel like I have the time to dedicate to this position that I should. I could easily come here and be a warm body in a seat for 2 meetings a month, but I wouldn't be doing the job behind the scenes, I don't think. And I appreciate each one of y'all. Thank each one of y'all. And I really want to thank, there's people in the past like Dan Campbell and Terry Morris that really have helped me considerably over the years. I think I probably just about drove Dan Campbell crazy when I first got on the board. Because I had the level of energy that I had to, especially in budget time. I would read budgets all night and then come in here with about 2 hours worth of discussion that he then had to sit through, and half of it was uninformed. So, they were great. And then with current staff, I really appreciate each one of y'all. Couldn't ask for a better group of people to work with. Y'all put up with a lot over the years and have done it with grace. Really thank each one of y'all. Thank you from the citizens of the county there. I think y'all did a great job. And really want to thank my wife, because she's put up with a tremendous amount. She still thinks I'm as crazy for running it to begin with. As crazy now for doing it as she thought I was when I first ran it. She let me do it anyway. Really lastly, I want to thank Mr. Ingram, who preceded me, because I ran against him in the primary. And, he treated me with respect. I can say I'm better friends with him today than what I was, before. He's given me the best advice in the world over the years. He's never steered me wrong on anything. And I hope I'm half the former supervisor that he is. So I can't thank him enough.
I know it says a lot, because Mr. Gardner done it with me, but when the one you replace comes to you and says, I think you're doing a good job, great job, makes you feel good that they, not saying you should have been doing this and stuff, So it feels good when you get a compliment from the one you replace.
Well, briefly, I guess this may be the last time we're all collectively together in a formal meeting. So it's been a good 4 years. I appreciate everyone's patience. I mean, as Mr. Yeager said, grace coming on, man, not knowing anything, and everybody taking time from staff then to staff now to be so compassionate and considerate, and even I know we've said it a few times in the past couple of meetings, but there's a lot of things that most folks don't realize what happens sitting in these seats, and just the level of respect and unity that we've already mentioned in the past few meetings has been paramount to me, and it's very humbling, and I appreciate it so much. The encouragement from each one of you, the willingness to listen even when we disagreed, to move forward. And it's been my prayer when I've had the privilege to open these meetings with prayer that we move forward, and we've done that through agreements, disagreements, and difficulties, and I'm just honored to have a small part of that. And there were some enormous shoes to fill in this seat, and I have the utmost respect for Mr. Gerald and his family, and it's my prayer that he has been honored with at least some positive things that's happened while I've been sitting here. And again, I want to say thank you to the citizens of Indian Valley, to my family, my wife, who's been a godsend, being a single parent many times through not only these 2 meetings a month, but other commitments and other committees that I've served on during the past 4 years. I'm just humbled to be here, and I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss each one of you all. And again, thank you and all the staff for being so gracious to me. I look forward to the future, and I look forward to seeing great things come for Floyd County, so thank you, each one of you.
Anyone else? Now I'll take a motion to recess till the 16th at 3 p.m.
I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Motion second.
Okay, so we will recess till 12/16/21 at 3 p.m. Ms. Cookenbook,
Yes.
Mr. Booth,
Yes.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Yoder,
Yes.
and Mr. Sherman.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I'm proud of me because I remembered that 2 times in a row.
I know.